If you are watching this channel for the first time, please we advise you click on the share button, click on the red subscribe button, and on the notification button, so that when we have a new episode coming out, directly it will be shared to you. You will have the link and be notified of this edition because they keep on coming, and it will interest you. It will move you to another level. Welcome, viewers, listeners, to the Daily Positive Living channel with Dr. Daniel Otto. Today is another day with an interesting topic, and by the grace of God, on this channel, every episode carries with it a new topic that will interest you and move you to another level. In today's episode, we're going to be talking on another interesting thing. Last week, in our last episode, we talked on contact and connection, understanding the difference between contact and connection. But today's one will be a follow-up on the last episode. So today we'll be dealing on situation, factors or conditions that really affect our connection, our contact, things that will block our connection, which is very, very key. And this is what sustains relationship. Every relationship is about connection, not just contact. In many people, where people are just physically close together, that is contact, but there is no connection. There is no mental connection. There is no heart-to-heart connection. And so relationship has become an issue. It has become a burden rather than happiness and excitement at home. And this is why we need to talk about it, because people may just be physically available because they are present, but there is no transmission. They are present, but there is no transaction. So for transmission, for transaction, for transportation, for translation, for transition, for transmogrification, there must be connection. Look, the source of our electricity to our home, even from Kenji Dam, no matter the source of our electricity that is generated from hydropower, maybe from Kenji Dam, from Shiro Dam, or whatsoever be the source of our electricity, if you maintain direct contact with them, it can blow or destroy our appliances. But it has to go through connection. It has to go through processes, through procedures, and through transformer to download it, to step down the power so that it can suit our appliances. That is what happens with even electricity. So that is connection, my brother and sister. So in relationship, people are just there, make contact, but there is no connection. But we are talking of transmission. For transmission to occur, it's just like a phone without a SIM card. No matter how beautiful a phone is, if it is without a SIM card, my brother and sister, what do you think will happen? Even no matter how beautiful, how decorative, how expensive that phone is, it is useless in the hand of the owner, true or false. So we need that SIM card is the one that produces connection. It is like a gun without a bullet. Every gun without a bullet in the hand of the security man is a waste. You can imagine when an armed robber appears in the hand of the security man and there is a gun without a bullet. Oh, it is disaster. In fact, it is catastrophe, a cataclysm. So what are we talking about? There must be connection. If there is no matter how beautiful a woman is, if there is no connection with his spouse, that woman is useless. It's like you are attractive but not productive. Our content is better than container. We are not just talking about container, we're talking of content. Our inside is better. Look, container is just for decoration, but content and character is what produces the effect that we need in connection. So people must have heart-to-heart talk, mental connection for things to be, for relationship to be sustained. That is what we're talking about. Why is content very important? If you break an egg from the outside, you destroy it. But if an egg is broken from inside, life is brought forth. Life emerges from inside. What happens within you is more important than what happens in your environment. That is why we need to take care of our inside, and that is why connection is more of the invisible. Even in our relationship with God, we talk of connection and not contact. Many people are present in the church, just present and answer register, but their heart is not even there. Can you imagine some people will be in the church and their mind is far away, thinking of either a friend, thinking of their boy or girlfriend that they're going to meet after the service. And that is why connection is not there. Prayers are hindered. When we pray, it hits the wall and bounces back to us because there is lack of connection. And that is why we're talking about this in our relationship with our Creator. Wherever you are, in the church, there has to be connection, heart to heart, mental. Your heart and your thoughts are very key, and that is what maintains a relationship. A one was going for a dissertation for defense of project one day. Guess the question they asked? A man, we better marry content and not container. That is very key. They said you should differentiate between complete and finished. That was the question. This man looked up and down. He didn't know what to say. And the examiners are waiting. Do you know, guess what the man said? He said, if you marry a good woman, you are complete. If you marry a bad woman, you are finished. That was how he sent all the panel of examiners. All of them started laughing. Say, okay, you are passed, go. What are we talking about? We better concentrate on content. Content is more important than container. In our episode for today, we are talking about conditions, situations, factors that affect our connection. What are they? Lack of planning. There is nothing that survives without planning. In fact, it's a usual saying that if you fail to plan, that you are planning to fail. Relationship, even organizations, activities survives on planning. So if you don't plan, there is no way you can survive. What do we plan for in a home and a relationship? We need to plan for families. Planning starts from the time of courtship. If you don't start from that time, things cannot move well. Plan on how to meet together. As our sexual time must be planned. Our families must be planned. Our children must be planned. Our expenditures must be planned. All have to be written down. And there is no planning, any planning that is not written down, that is not penned down and put on a paper is not a plan. We need to plan for everything we need to do. If not, things will not survive. And I think lack of planning is one of the key that destroy relationship. And relationship cannot survive without planning. So in your life, make sure planning even for our family time, family altar in the night. We need to plan for it so that it can survive our relationship. So these things are very, very key. So planning must be taken very seriously. One of the things that destroy our relationship again is overwork, work overload, and busy schedule. Relationship needs time. So when there is so much of busy schedule and attention is not given to each other with time, I'm telling you, it affects our connection. This thing is very, very key. So we must make sure that these things are taken into consideration. So busy schedule is one. Another thing that we need to talk about because of the time is anger. Anger is a monster. It destroys our relationship so much. It affects and disrupts connection. Anger. Many people have missed their time of visitation. Even ladies, including men and women, they have missed even the person they want to marry because of anger. Little things they flare up. And I think we need to manage our anger. Management of anger is very, very key. In a home, statistics have shown that for women, they must talk about 15,000 times in a day. And men, less than 1,000 words in a day. So 15,000 words for a woman, less than 1,000 in a woman. So as a man, if you want to follow what a woman is saying, I'm telling you, you will disfigure her face. So that is their specialty. They are consultant in talking. So when they are talking, don't tell them that they have entered into their specialty, their specialization. If not, if you follow what they are saying, my brothers and sisters, you will destroy your wife and land. It's an abomination for you as a husband to land a blow or a slap on your woman because of talking. What do we say? Anger. In fact, women, you don't even know something. Anger, what anger does, it blocks the limbic system of a man. What's the limbic system? The seat of love, the sexual urge. Anger blocks ejaculation, it blocks erection. So a man, because of anger, can be with you in a house for a month, 1 or 2. Nothing will happen. Local government, federal capital territory will not be visited. You can be in the house because of anger. So what do we talk about? Murmuring, complaining, anger, all these are together. We must watch out for them. If not, it will destroy our relationship. What do I advise people in anger? Anytime you are angry, my brothers and sisters, stop talking for 5 minutes. Keep quiet for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, everything will die down. If you think you cannot keep quiet at that scene, you can even leave the scene for a while so that your outcome, your reaction, your expression will not be detrimental. That is what we are talking about. Brothers and sisters, if we maintain this thing, because anger, some people, when they are angry, they can destroy. Some women have even flushed their husband's phone in the toilet. Others will carry the television that they have bought with money and everything, carry it and go and land it on the floor, destroy it. Because of anger. These are things that destroy connection. These are things that destroy relationship. And we need to handle it so that things can be well with us. What are we talking about? Comparison is another factor. When you begin to compare your relationship with another person, is a key thing that can destroy connection. It can destroy relationship. You cannot compare because capacities are different. Your capacity and the other person's capacity are not the same. Capacity in terms of intellectual capacity, the background is different. Financial capacities are even different. Jobs are different. Backgrounds are different. So you cannot be comparing yourself with others. Somebody said that comparison is a game of fools. Comparison should be more positive than negative. It should be like things that will move you to do more and not to be angry at your situation. So these things are very, very key. Lack of focus and concentration is very key. Do you know that there are some people that are sponsored to cause distraction in the family? Men and female demons. Somebody call male demons appraiser. Female demons appraiser. All those things are sponsored to cause distraction in the family. We must watch out for them if we want to maintain a good relationship. Lack of trust, that one is very, very key. Without trust, nothing can be achieved. Even God, for God to bless Abraham, he had to test him seriously. Abraham was tested for him to sacrifice his son before God say, okay, you have become a father of blessing. Look, without trust on your husband and trust on your wife, things cannot be sustained. So you must trust your husband. You must. So we need to put all these things together so that things can work well. Let me tell you this story a little, and then we can round up on this episode. A man and a woman, they decide to plan for everything they do in the family. And especially anytime the man wants to visit the local government headquarters, the woman, the federal capital, they plan. So what do they plan for? They plan that whenever the man is coming from work, he will begin to whistle. So anytime the man is coming home and he says, and he begins to whistle, the woman knows that today he cannot escape visitation of the local government headquarters. This thing continues. That's how they have been managing. So anytime the man is coming from work, and the woman will come and receive him, receives his bag, pull his shoes and then his socks, and tell the man start whistling. And the woman will start getting ready. That today it will be action for action. So busy schedule came, overload came. Yeah, for 1 week. When the man comes home because of the workload from the office, he will go to his reading table, his library, directly and start working on his phone. 1 week passed, no whistling. 2 weeks passed because of the time. The man will come home immediately and enter his table. No whistling. The third week, the woman say, which do you think they happen? While the man was working on his table, the woman came and say, Oga, did you whistle? The man said, no whistle. Okay. Then the next day again, the man came home again. Next week again, he came home. Nothing happened. He said, he came to the man and said, I thought you whistled. The man said, no, I didn't whistle. Third week again, do this schedule. What did they happen now? The woman came to the man again. Nothing was. I thought you must whistle. He said, no, I didn't whistle. Fourth week, after 1 month, the woman say, if Muhammad does not go to the mountain, mountain must move to Muhammad. The woman called, someone called it. Next time the man appeared to her, the woman stood and came to the man and said, oh God, you must whistle. You whistle. Then the man knew that something must need to happen. That is plan. And what busy schedules can do, we must plan our life. If we want our relationship and connection to be maintained, we need all this. We must deal with these issues so we can have a partner relationship. And this relationship affects our society. That is why we are burdened. We are passionate in talking about this, because we must have a healthy society. We must have a good Nigeria and have a global world that is good. These things must be dealt with. And it affects our relationship with God, because that is our eternity. Please hook on to this channel. We're going to have another episode on this, because we have really not finished. Follow me gently, because there's something to gain. Subscribe to this channel. Follow me closely, and you will be happy you are on this channel. Subscribe to it, and the Lord God will bless you.